Hello world. My name is Code Eric, checking in with another reflection and direction update out here in beautiful Santa Cruz, California. So today is May 12th. Yes. I think I was hoping to post a little bit more frequently than this. But yeah, I also haven't had the most productive past 2 weeks. And it's been difficult because I've been kind of focusing on this video that I just posted that is kind of my most comprehensive attempt at storytelling so far when it comes to the Zerve project. And you know, it's been really tricky to be thinking about the storytelling and to also have to jump back into the code and into the code that's, you know, several weeks old at this point, and it's not the most polished and finished product because, you know, it's just me in this massive code base. So it sure has been a struggle to kind of balance and context switch between storytelling and coding. So I need to get working on the product. Like, the product needs to be a really good piece of usable technology. So that's kind of what I need to prioritize. So, you know, hopefully if I go quiet at any point, it's because I'm focusing on the actual product. So don't worry about me if that's what's happening, or, you know, maybe I'm just busy packing up to be a digital nomad. So there's also that, which I explained in the previous week's video. So I do have to tell you about one thing that helped me sort of get out of my funk this past week when it comes to the coding, because I needed to summon a bunch of technical focus in order to kind of get past this kind of stuck state I was in the code base. So what I did was I went live on Twitch, because I knew that if even a few people were watching, I would have to focus and get the job done. And it did work. So maybe I'll try going live on Twitch a little bit more in order to kind of focus up and also to engage with you and to share some of the, you know, more technical process of what I'm up to. Also, in these reflection videos, I want to get a little bit more personal and kind of tell my story, how I got to this point. And one of the things that sort of gave me newfound energy in 2022 was realizing that this was not the first time I've been working on this project, and so much so that this project has been echoing throughout my life, and it's literally a project I can't quit, because I thought about what I'm trying to build here and how similar it is to what I was trying to build in 2018, and how really spiritually similar and identical in many ways it is to what I was trying to build in 2014. And even the earliest I can think I was building on this exact sort of project was back in 2009. I had a project called Zerve, and back then I was a web developer. I was building web apps and I wanted to make the full stack experience so much more easy and to sort of help with the server side of things. Because I was mostly a front-end developer, I wanted to make the server side so easy. It was like a server slide. So anyways, that's what I was working back in 2009. And like I said, this has been several times that this has happened throughout my life. And in 2014, I was trying to build a mobile development system called AppTop, and it had some terrible name. And that was before I even worked at Facebook, so I didn't even know how to make mobile apps. I was trying to contract that part out back then. This general vision for making app development easier for developers, but also for normal people, this has been like, I cannot put this project down. I literally cannot quit it. And that was the realization that I came to in 2022, where it's like, okay, maybe I can continue to work on this thing and have some confidence that it's the right thing for me. And even in the worst case, if I have to, you know, go get more consulting work, or if I have to, worst case, get another full-time job somewhere, like, this project will always be a thing for me. I will always be working on this in some capacity, and I'll always come back to it. So that is what kind of gave me some of the confidence to even start telling my story and to start posting stuff on YouTube mostly, because you know, I felt like this is a story worth telling and a story that I would want to hear if I were on the other side of things. And I do want to hear more stories like this of entrepreneurs who are just kind of going for it against the odds. I mean, yeah, right, like easy for the cishet white guy to be like, oh yeah, all the odds are against me. But yeah, I don't have funding, and I've got this like crazy ambitious plan, and I'm spending my own money trying to make it work. And yeah, I'm going to continue doing that. That's the thing, is like I'm just so excited about this project, and because it's open source and because I'm starting to share it, I feel there is no failure path. You know, even in the worst case scenario, at least I've shared my story a little bit. I've open sourced some code that people can use and hopefully learn from. And if I stick with it, then I can achieve really great things. And we can help a lot of people by helping them, you know, use the software and get free software where previously they have to pay for really expensive and bad tools. So yeah, I am super passionate about this, and I will not be quitting anytime soon. That leads me into the direction, like what am I thinking about for the next week? Because I do need to focus. Oh, I've interrupted this crow's territory here. I do need to focus, but I mean by focus, I mean on the technical side of things, not just on the communications. I need to actually be coding and be making faster progress on the code. So that's what I'm going to focus on. But in order to structure that work, I'm also going to incorporate some other feedback that I've heard, which is that there's not much to look at right now. There's not much of a website right now. There's not much documentation. Pretty much all of it's in my head, which is a really unhealthy state for something like an open source project. And so I'm going to be using the documentation in order to help structure and make my code feel more mature, at least in my own mind. Yeah, I'm going to be writing some documentation, and hopefully I'm going to be going live on Twitch, but mostly I'm going to be focusing on the product and making it so that specifically like on the web, Zerve is a really great experience and a really excellent JSON editor and schema editor, and taking all of this functionality on the mobile app and making it just shine on web and be super beautiful. So I'm going to be focusing on the product. I hope to see you around on Twitch, and thank you so much for being a part of this journey, and hopefully giving me your feedback, but otherwise just for being a part of this community. So take care, and I'll see you in the next one.